What is going on, Scorpio? Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the month of May. Scorpio, I have not seen you guys in a while, and I guess I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I think I missed you last month for your reading, so this is going to be your reading for the month of May. I'm not forgetting about you this time. This is going to be a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, Scorpio. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can check out your rising or moon sign, or one of the previous readings or ones that'll be coming up for you guys. If it does resonate with you, however, do me a favor, leave me a like, a subscribe, a comment, anything like that that helps the channel out and also lets me know that this reading helped you out in some type of way. All right, starting off, we're going to be talking about your present energy right here, like we always do it. And then after that, we're going into your futuristic energy over here. And that'll be talking about the end of May going into June. Let's do it, Scorpio. Also, personal readings are open if you guys need a more personal experience, more clarity on your situation. You can email me about that. That's going to be in the description below. Yeah, let's go. Starting off, crowning your reading, Scorpio, we have the Three of Wands, and it's clarified by the Page of Swords here. So it looks like you could be in a position where you're kind of expecting some new things to come your way. You're looking for some newness. You know, the Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in. You could be in a place of, you know, waiting for an opportunity that you know is kind of on its way, but, you know, it hasn't quite made it into your hands yet. You could be waiting for just a new start, a new beginning in your life. Because a lot of these other cards under this, and we'll get into it, but they talk about you moving away from something, you walking away from something and distancing yourself from something or someone or some type of situation. So at the same time, you're thinking about where you're headed next, right? The Three of Wands a lot of times talks about you kind of like symbolically being in the airport, but you haven't boarded your plane yet, but you know where you're going. You have your ticket already. You got everything packed up. You have your luggage, right? You got reservations made and you're on your way out somewhere, but you know, the plane hasn't taken off yet. Now, this could be in regards to some type of new idea that you have. The Page of Swords a lot of times talks about new ideas, a new perspective, you know, a fresh way of seeing things, a new way of communicating also. So, you know, some of you guys could be changing the way you communicate, changing the perspective, the way you see life, you know, or just starting something new, thinking about plans, thinking about projects, thinking about something you want to do with your talents, your skills, your abilities. And yeah, you're just kind of waiting on that opportunity to be able to use them. It is a page though, so when it's a page, you know, things are easily started, but you have to kind of work to continue it, you know. So any new idea that you have at this time, you kind of have to make the blueprint so that you can kind of keep the longevity of it, and it's not just something that started and then, you know, done the next day or next month. Yeah, so that's where you are in your head right now. Let's move down. Then we have the Eight of Cups here, and it's clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, like I said before, some of you guys are walking away from an emotional situation, some type of situation that you were maybe trying to build on. You were trying to get to the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment and having what you wanted inside of this situation, but you just weren't able to get it. Maybe you were working with somebody that was not willing to work with you in order to create this fulfillment, in order to manifest this happiness. But it could have been emotionally draining at this point. Five of Pentacles is here clarifying it, so that usually talks about you being left out in the cold in some type of way, or you're leaving a certain situation and leaving somebody else out in the cold. But I'm feeling like you could have been walking away from a situation that just wasn't serving you, where you constantly felt like you were being left out in the cold, you were not getting the support, or, you know, someone wasn't giving into this emotionally the way you was. And, you know, as a water sign, Scorpio, you need that emotional connection with somebody. You need, you know, like emotional transparency You need attention in the arena of emotions. So if somebody is not giving that to you, maybe in a relationship for some of you guys, it definitely makes you feel like you're left out in the cold, like you're neglected, and then you don't feel good about yourself. You feel quite like this person in the picture, right? Kind of just not safe, not secure with an emotional connection that has you feeling like that. So you're choosing to walk away at this point. All right, now if this is having to do with another situation, let's say a work, it could be having to do with your job or your career. It could be having to do with family. It could have to do with love. Like I said, it could cover any of those areas, but you're walking away from something because you were not being treated well. And you feel, hey, I deserve better than this. Let's keep it moving. 9 of Swords, and then it came out with the 6 of Swords too. So 6 of Swords, once again, is talking about moving away from something, trying to get to a place that is more peaceful, more serene, moving away from turbulent waters, from drama, from stress, from confusion. You're trying to get away from that type of energy because you've been in a place where maybe you've been stressed out. 9 of Swords here talking about anxiety, not able to sleep, It's kind of like emotional wreck, right? That emotional roller coaster. That's what I'm feeling. It's kind of like painful almost, like annoying at the same time. Like, why do I keep feeling this way? I just need to get away. Like, I'm tired of this. Some of you guys are just tired. And a lot of these cards are talking about moving away. All right, now, you could be moving away from an air sign. We have the King of Swords here representing an air sign. That's one scenario. The other thing I'm feeling is that this is how you feel moving away, right? You could possibly feel like you're undetached. No, is that even a word? You're detached emotionally from this situation that you used to be very attached to. Now it's kind of like you're giving somebody the cold shoulder. You're walking away. You're like, nah, I can't do this no more. You got me stressed out. I need to get my energy straight. I'm tired of the stress. I'm tired of the drama. Like, you're not going to give me what I want. And so, you know what? I have to stay firm in my truth and in my authenticity and stay true to myself and give you the cold shoulder. Like, and this is what the King of Swords is the greatest at, besides the Queen of Swords. But King of Swords energy even more detached than the Queen of Swords. So you guys have a high level of detachment that's taking place from something that you once were very attached to and maybe you couldn't let go of. And you tried and tried and tried, but now you're like, come on. Don't even talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't call me. Don't text me. The door is closed. The emotional valves are turned off, right? You're turning the water off. You're turning the soul tie connection off. And it's just coldness. I feel the coldness. That is a hell of a cold shoulder, Scorpio. Let's go. All right, so right below that, once again, the King of Swords pops up here again. So either you're dealing with an air sign, because it's a lot of air energy here, or this is how you're feeling. You're taking an approach that's very logical, very rational, grounded, realistic. And you're looking at things for what they are. You're not, dreaming about it anymore. And this is talking about some type of soulmate connection. 2 of Cups here. Now, if this is not anybody that you've been dealing with, for some of you other people, this could be the way that you're viewing soulmate connections in general. You would like to have a more grounded approach to them. You would like to have a more logical approach to it and not get carried away with your emotions. You are very detached at the moment from your emotions, your deep Scorpio emotions that everybody knows a Scorpio for. But you're definitely the best at hiding your emotions, right? You have a very deep well of emotions that you can connect to, but you can also not wear your heart on the sleeve and definitely put on that serious face, that Scorpio mean mug is what I call it, or the Scorpio unemotional face. And this is what you're doing right now. Like, You're just detaching from maybe a soulmate connection that you were in that just is not serving you anymore, even though you probably could have love for this person, could feel a strong pull and connection to them, almost magnetic, but you're choosing to kind of walk away from it and detach. If it's not, forever, it is at least happening right now. Now, with these cards up here, though, I do feel like some of you guys are walking away forever. Like, you're just too stressed out. You can't keep up this same way. Like, and if it's not a person, this is a situation. But for some of you guys, it's definitely dealing with a person, because we have the Two of Cups here, clarifying the King of Swords, and you're taking on that King of Swords energy. You're not taking any shit from nobody. That's what's happening. All right. Let's keep it moving. Then right over here we have the Three of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Ace of Wands. So this could have something to do with your work. Three of Pentacles a lot of times talks about collaboration with some other people. Could be at a job, it could be at a business, could be just a certain project that you're choosing to work with. It could just be some people that you want to collaborate with in some type of way. Three of Pentacles also is talking about you kind of being elevated among your peers, you standing out amongst the bunch, right? You kind of coming to a level where you're separating from the pack just a little bit, but still wanting to collaborate. Let me move this out the way. This card talks about, you being elevated among your peers. You see how this person is standing up there. He's higher on another level than those other people, but he's still wanting to work with and collaborate with these people. So it could be a group of people that you're wanting to come together with, and it's kind of like some new passionate beginning. Because you have the Ace of Wands coming in talking about a brand new beginning in your passionate pursuits. A brand new drive and energy and will to do some new things. Now, this could be regarding what I was talking about up here, this brand new idea that you have that you want to work on and invest some time in. That you've kind of been waiting to get to a place where you could work on it. And maybe you stepping away from all this other energy is freeing up a lot of energy within you, and now you want to get to work collaborating with these people or work on something that has to do with your business. Commerce is what the Three of Pentacles talks about a lot. And you just have a high level of drive. I think after you're choosing to just separate from this draining type of energy that had you stressed out, and you're choosing to close the door on that emotional leech, whoever that is. I don't even know who that is, or some type of situation that was just draining you in some type of way. So after you walk away, it's kind of like you get almost rewarded by the universe with this new idea or this new push to go and pull some of those ideas off of the shelf and now invest your energy that you have found into that. So great turn of events. Let's keep it moving. Future energy, we have the Two of Cups popping up again. The Magician is here. The Ten of Pentacles is here. And then the Empress card pops up at the end. So let's see. Two of Cups energy is clarified by Major Arcana, the Strength card. Two of Cups, once again, soulmate energy, connection with someone that you could have a strong pull towards. Now it's funny because in your present energy, it felt like you were kind of moving away from a soulmate, but then it pops up here in your future energy. So with the Strength card here, maybe some of you guys are needing strength to stay away from that older soulmate. For some of you other guys, it could be a new soulmate that's coming in because this is your future energy. But I do feel like you're needing some strength maybe to deal with this soulmate connection that you're in. You're needing to tap into your inner strength. The strength that you think you don't have. This card usually tells you that you're stronger than you think, right? And maybe this is just talking about, your desire to have a soulmate connection, and how it does start with you investing into yourself, you investing into your, loving yourself. Self-love will attract a soulmate connection, definitely, because that's really what happens. You just mirror the way you love yourself in somebody else. So this is probably what you're working on, at this time, going into the end of May. The beginning of June is some self-love. Or there could be a brand new soulmate coming in again for some of you guys. Like, I guess it's hard to, attract people in when you're a Scorpio. I know all about the Scorpio energy. Like, it's very attractive. So I'm not surprised if you have a brand new soulmate coming your way, like right when you walked away from another soulmate. But you match it up to what your situation is. Then we have the Magician card, Major Arcana. Again, Magician talking about manifestation, right? You having all the assets available to you to manifest things into your life. You working with the universal energy, as above, so below, as within, so without. What you think, your thoughts manifest your reality. Your emotions manifest your reality. Right? Your passions and your will manifest your reality. Your ability to stay grounded in the moment manifests your reality. These are all the 4 elements at your disposal. And you could be thinking about what you want to manifest with the 4 swords here. Taking a break, rejuvenating, relaxing, restoring your energy. Maybe getting some sleep, especially if you've come from that stressful energy that we were talking about over here, and that you're leaving and moving away from. You may need to kind of rejuvenate a little bit before you step totally into these new projects that you're thinking about, dealing with these people that you're thinking about collaborating with. Right? You may need a period of rest so that you can kind of like draw up everything that you want to work on. But you're definitely thinking about what you want to bring into your world. What is it that you want to manifest? What is it that you really want specifically, not broadly? You're thinking about what you want specifically when we start dealing with this Magician energy. Because when you know what you want, it is very easier to manifest. Now, what you want is the full package. 10 of Pentacles. Once again, you have the Magician here again, talking about manifesting. So you want to manifest security when it comes down to your finances. 10 of Pentacles represents financial security, right? It also represents abundance, material wealth. You having the job that pays the bills, and not only pays the bills, but you having a way of making money that brings in abundance, a surplus of money, where you can thrive and not survive. This is what you're trying to manifest. You're focusing in on your coins at this moment. And you stepping away from all of that stressful, dramatic love energy kind of gives you more energy to put into yourself, into your personal finances, building your empire, building your wealth. And it's needed for you at this time. I think a lot of earlier readings that I did for you, Scorpio, was talking about the same thing. Like you moving away from strong, deep, dramatic emotions. Not saying that you are dramatic, but I'm just saying some of these emotions that I'm feeling over here are very deep and like gut wrenching and like just stressful. Goodness, you have no time for anything else when you're going through stuff like that, right? So once again, it's kind of like moving more into your own energy, moving into investing into yourself, into self-love, into building your finances. Your focus is kind of coming back into this once you choose to separate from this stress. And then we have the Empress energy. This is you, is what I'm feeling. You're coming into that Empress energy. And this pops up in a couple of your readings. I definitely remember a couple of months ago you had the Empress card, and you kept popping up with the Empress card. I kept doing readings like, and it keeps popping up in your card. So you're definitely having the fertility, right? This is the fertile energy. This is the mother of the tarot. This is a nurturing energy, a creative, artistic, strong manifester is what the Empress represents, and everything around you is able to grow. This is kind of like that Midas touch that you're coming into once you start to pour into yourself and focus on your self-love and give into yourself and build, yourself up, right? And you're manifesting a new world for yourself. This is the World card. The World talks about an end of an old cycle and coming into a brand new cycle, birthing out, giving birth to this new world, right? Manifesting a transformation within yourself, coming into your spirituality, coming into your gifts, coming into your internal strength, right? Bringing balance into your internal world and it affecting your external world, just like that magician energy, as within, so without. But this is the manifestation of it. This is what you're coming to, right? And some of you guys may very well be giving birth, maybe, because all this is talking about the mother, the Empress, with the World card, and she's pregnant. So it could be some people that are kind of like that at the end of your, your last trimester and ready to just kind of give birth. That's for maybe a small few. But symbolically, this is kind of where you're at when it comes down to a new place that you want to be in energetically. You want to birth something new. You don't want to look like anything that it was in the past, because here you're turning your back completely on this past situation because you were left out in the cold. And now you're choosing to leave somebody out in the cold and look forward to this brand new start, brand new beginning that looks great for you. Like all these cards right here. Awesome. The future is looking great. All that is wanting to come in, but you have to kind of like walk away from that past situation first. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up right there for you, Scorpio. Thanks for tuning in with me. I'll be back with another reading next month, maybe towards the end of the month, if I do any bonus reads. But yeah, you guys can also check me out on my IG page, chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That's in my description too. And I'll see you guys later.